Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got another Dirt Street Stock C-Class Fixed Series race for you here. This is week 5 in it, and we are back at Lanier.
Exit's clear. Push. Okay, Jake.
Going out for qualifying.
2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Feel like we're going to be way off the pace. Thankfully, I think there was only 14 cars in total in this session. It just split, so all 14 will make it to the A main. So at least this is just kind of more or less setting the heat race order, which then kind of determines the starting order. But
Fastest lap for
still going to try to put in the best time that we can. Just trying to learn how to drive this car a little bit faster on fresh tracks and tacky tracks, because that's where I seem to be struggling the most. Every time I do one of these races, it seems like as the race itself goes on and the track dries out and slicks out, I tend to close the gap a little bit from guys that are in front of me. So still trying to get a handle on this. I actually kind of enjoy these minus the contact that happens. So gonna do a few more of these the rest of this season for you. You can see we improved slightly in time, and we're still way in the back, so got probably about 2/10 to pick up or so. Just gonna keep running around here for the last minute or so, see if we can try to find anything, any kind of driving line that will help me be faster without hitting the wall. You can see we're already falling back to 11th, so good news is that there's less than 16 cars, so I don't have to worry about this time not making it. I'll probably end up running a B main if we get a good clean green flag heat race, or if we have well, it'll all be green flag positional cautions that, but like if we get a clean one that there's not wrecks in front of us or we're not involved in anything, we'll probably be way in the back. So yeah, willing to bet I'll be the slowest car on the track for qualifying. Just got to figure out how to drive these things faster in qualifying and on the fresh. That's where I for sure struggle the most, and then as the track slicks out and dries out, then it can get a little bit better. So kind of the line, we'll just keep working on turn 1 and 2 just to try to see if I can find anything. I feel like people are sliding it a little more than I think, but then at the same time, everybody tells you don't slide it because you end up really bad. You can see we were by far the slowest car that turned in at any time, and the 5 was about 2/10 faster than us. So gonna watch heat race 1. Watch that from, zoom out just a little bit. We'll watch that from the stands. We're gonna have 7 in each one, so you've got the 1 starting on the pole, 3 starting in 2nd, the 7 starting in 3rd, the 8 starting in 4th, 10 cars starting in 5th, 14 cars starting in 6th, and the 2 car who was the first one to not turn a time will be starting in 7th. Looks like the 9 car in ours has not jumped in the session yet, so got the possibility that we could only have 13 cars in the race. Overall, we are car number 13 out of 14, as you've seen from the entries. Or, yeah, 13 out of 14. So, yeah, just going to try to do what we can. Got about 40 seconds until this starts, and then we will watch it. Top 6 technically are automatically going to the A, but we know all will be going to the A. Unless they somehow changed it from what it's saying up here, we'll just base it off of this that they're going to have 13, but they should end up having 14. So
stay behind the pace.
Going to try to keep an eye on that, just so that we can see if we can stand a chance to make it to the A. I'd rather not end this video with us being eliminated from the B, but I'm pretty sure it should be all 14 in the A, because I think it's 16 typically they start. So going to get ready. They're going to have one more pace lap after this, and then everybody will get rolling. I enjoy these cars. I feel like the shorter the track, the better they are, even at a flat track like Lima, which can present driving issues for me. I think that's where these cars are best suited. You know, bigger ones like Bristol or some of the mile tracks are just, I feel like they're almost too big for them. So, gonna get ready to drop the green.
Okay,
Got
Jake.
all
Get
7
ready.
in here.
Go, nail it.
5's
One
away.
remaining.
Looks like we've got a problem between the 7 and the 3. 3 looked like he just got loose off of 4 coming to the line to start the race. 14 swinging way out. And keep our eye on these front 3 right now. 3's driving it in really hard into the inside of 3. He's able to clear the 7, so we've got the 5, 3, 7. We've got a battle back here between the 10, the 8, the 2. 14 almost looks like he gets back into the 2. We'll see that as they come across the line again. 3's really driving it hard on the inside, trying to pull away from the 7, washing up the track. We've got 4 cars stacked up behind, starting with the 8. Now it's mostly a 3-car battle between the 10, 2, and 14 in the back, but we'll keep an eye on these 3 right up here for now. They're coming to the line to complete lap 3. We should be starting lap 4 now. Yep. So we got one more to go to halfway. You can see the 7's trying to close up on the 3. He's getting a good run off of the corners for sure. Gap's kind of maintaining between the 5 and the 3. Seems like 5's definitely fastest car out on the track. 10 and 2 look like they are still battling back there for 5th and 6th. 14's kind of trying to follow him behind. 7's definitely closing in on the 3. He's taking a bit of a higher line. Looks like he's about to lane up, trying to cross over underneath off of 4 there for the position on the 3. Can't quite make it happen. 5's running about half the lane up, 2. 3's just driving in and then washing up through the corners, it looks like. So 7's been closing in that gap every time off of 2. Same thing off of 4. He's definitely got a good run coming down the straightaways out of the corners. Gets right to the back bumpers. We are on lap 6 now out of 8. 7's trying to close in on the 3. 3's definitely closed in on the 5 as well. This gap up here, this battle up front has definitely tightened up for 1st through 3rd, although we're racing for starting position basically at this point. Battle out in the back, it's kind of sorted itself out a little bit, so almost nose to tail between the 5, the 3, and the 7. 3 and the 7 are nose to tail going through 1 and 2 there. 7's going to try to look underneath this time on the 3. Looks like he almost hit the wall, had to check up a little bit. It's going to allow him to lose a little bit of run off of 4. 3's getting out there. It looks like we've got 1 to go this time by. 3's going way underneath the 5. He has to check up. Oh, but that was the finish, sorry. So that was the battle before. So you can see we've got 5 finished. 5, 3, 7, 4, 10, 14, and, or excuse me, 5, 3, 7, 8, 2, 14, and 10 was the finishing order. So let's get graded up for our heat race. Try to do the best that we can here. Gonna pull up session best
temp
lap.
is 83 Fahrenheit. The track temp is 68 Fahrenheit.
Got 8 laps here, no cautions. Gonna try to do the best that we can to make it. Looks like one of the cars
You need to
out
follow
of
the pace car in the inside
heat
column.
before jumped off the session. We are, and he's back in, so must have had to check something. Starting on the outside of row 3 and 6, we've got the, I believe it was the 3 car, or no, excuse me, 14 car, no, I don't know. One of the cars, sorry, was not in this 9 maybe. I think I might have gotten that right with the 9 car. So, yeah, won't have to worry about not making it because we've got all 6 here. We're just basically fighting for position as well, for starting position. So
Get ready, mate.
just gonna try to use this as a chance to learn, get an okay start. We're gonna let the 12 go by on the inside. We're just kind of sliding up. Let's keep an eye on the 12 and the 11 and the 6 up ahead, so we don't get collected in anything. No sense in getting any incident points at all out of this heat race when it's really just kind of for starting position.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
Try not to wash up in the 12 on the outside, give him enough room.
Clear to the outside.
Try to work the bottom, feel like that's the best line for me. So it's definitely kind of crowding us off the corners, but not doing a bad job.
Watch your speed.
See, it sounds like we're about a tenth and a half, 2 tenths off the leader. Everybody's still pretty tight together. Just going to continue to run the bottom. Almost seems like I might be sliding the car a little bit too late compared to some of the guys. We made contact with the 11, the outside. That was my fault for drifting up a little too high there.
Okay, Jake. The next car.
Trying to do the best that I can to stay in front of the 11, see if I can complete the pass. Just trying to get the car down as low as I can. Still having issues with drive off. Feel like that's where everybody's beating me. Might not be starting the turn in as early as I need to.
16.80.
Oh man, really slid it too much that time. It killed us. Slid right up in front of the 12 there. Just trying to do a little bit more in the way of turning early. Feel like I'm all over the place. Feel really bad to the 12 for doing that to him. Need to kind of go back to what I know. Is trying to experiment and try turning a little bit earlier. And that does not seem to work as well for me.
P5, 2 to go.
I feel like that's the area where I can try to get more drive off. You can see that time lose a little bit more. I think the key's got to be able to straighten the car out, but when you're sliding it that much, it's going to be an issue. It's kind of all over, so I'm going to go back to what I know. Just getting the car way too sideways. It's going to kill the momentum off, especially when I have to try to snap it back there. I'm going to try to go back to keeping it a little bit straighter. And it looks like we are going to be starting in 10th in the heat race.
That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Not sure if the 12 meant to do that or if that was just unintentional. You can see we've got all 13 of us that are in. Yeah, the 9 was the one that did not get in, so kind of get ready to grit up. We will be starting in 10th. Switch this to far chase in case we have to watch any wrecks afterwards. Pull up session best lap again. We've got 25 laps.
Let's make them count. The air temp is 82 Fahrenheit.
13 cars here. Same goals as every other oval race that I do. Gonna try to get a 0x out of this if we can. It's a little bit easier in dirt cars. There's a little more leniency with the contact. Try to see if we can better our starting position, see if we can get ahead of 13th, which obviously we just need to beat one car to do. Hopefully we can get inside of 10th. Top 5 is probably going to be the one that will not happen. I doubt we have enough speed to be able to get there unless some sort of chaos happens and we're able to avoid it and a lot of guys have damage. But we'll see. We'll do what we can. Caution laps don't count in this, so there is the benefit that if cautions do happen and we're able to avoid things, it gives us a few more laps to try to work our way up to people. So, just going to do the best we can, try to keep it clean, see if I can finally get one of these races in the season where I don't have problems. Everybody's getting ready to go.
Green.
There's the green flag, get a little loose coming off of 4. We're still going to be on the outside for right now until we're clear. Just going to stay up here, try to work the car around. Probably lose a position or 2 off the start.
Still there.
But I'm going to try to do the best we can. Not sure if the 8 was the one that got into us. If that was the, or excuse me, the 2, or if that was the 14, but we're just going to hang to the outside right now. Don't mind letting these guys go right now. They're a bit more aggressive and faster than we are, so not a problem. Just going to kind of hang in the back, get our bearings going, start clicking off some laps.
The leader has just done.
Prefer to run the inside line when I can, but you know, I'll try to learn the outside line too. I have to watch out for the 10. He's driving him pretty hard. 14's going to drive it in pretty hard. Watch for him to wash up. He does save it, slow down quite a bit. Just trying to keep the car as clean as we can. Work our way. You can see everybody kind of gapping us, which is exactly what I expected considering typically one of the slowest cars out here. So I do this for fun and trying to learn. Trying to figure it out somehow. It's a little too much there. You see, we're kind of catching some cars on the outside. The 6 was there on the outside. Oh, we get whacked from behind. Able to keep it going. 6 sends us around.
13th place.
Gonna try to spin it around. Caution's not gonna come out. Had some issues with shifting there, so it's looking like a 13th place finish unless something happens. Our goal now is just to try to stay on the lead lap.
The to Patrick. Ahead is increasing.
Gotta watch out, see where we're at the line. See, we're 4.8 ahead of the lead of the line, so we'll just keep an eye on that, see if we can run the same pace as them or how quickly they're going to catch us. Frustrating, don't know what I could have done differently. Maybe I washed up in the 6th, but feel like he just came down, unfortunately, so just going to do the best that we can. You can see we're losing about 3/10 a lap, so that kind of pace, we will likely go a lap down. Frustrating, but at least we didn't get instant points, unfortunately. Doesn't look like we're going to check off more than just the 0 incident points goal, so just going to do the best that we can here to try to get the car going in the right direction. We're about half a lap or so behind the 11 who's in 12th, so we're going to need a caution is the only way to try to gain any spots. Looks like we're running about the same pace as the leaders now, so got the potential, like I said, typically once it starts slicking off, that's when we generally can start to kind of bridge that gap or close that gap to the leaders in terms of time, but just got to figure out how to be faster on the fresh for sure.
Watch your speed.
Unfortunately, when you get all these cars that are stacked that tight, in a series where, you know, contact is to be expected, guys are going to make moves like that and be fine with that, so just frustrating. I know I try to run a little bit different and try to run with a little more respect. It just sucks when guys do that, but not much you can do there, so just going to keep trying to click laps off, try to keep ourselves on the lead lap if we can. We've kind of minimized how much the leader's gaining on us, so hopefully should be able to stay on the lead lap. Just trying to keep the car a little bit straighter now. Seems like getting too low can almost cause me problems at times.
We're halfway home. We're okay.
Got the 7 car with problems.
17.00.
So that's one spot we're able to get. So at least if we can stay in front of him, that's the possibility that we could check the second goal.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
So we've completed 13 laps. We are on lap 14.
Watch your speed.
So when we restart, we will have 12 to go. Just over half the race. Also will help us out big time in terms of
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
not finishing a lap down. Don't think there's any real damage that's slowing the car down at all, so shouldn't be any need to go in the pit road or do anything like that. You can see the 6 is up there in 10th. Just gonna try to get by these guys if I can. Feel like I was faster than the 11, even before the spin. Got 1 to go. Yeah, if we get back to the 6, I think we're just gonna try to get it by it as cleanly as possible. No reason to try to retaliate when we don't know exactly what happened. So I feel like it was on him, but honestly, without knowing, we're gonna try to just keep it clean. We're gonna get going. 7's probably gonna get to our inside.
E12.
Just gonna watch out. Got the 11 right ahead. We're gonna see what we can do with him. He's kind of running the low line but washing up, so we'll see if we can work to the inside, try a crossover, make a little bit of contact with him. Sorry for that. Gonna give him the position going into 1 to make sure I stay off of him going forward, just because I want to try to have people race me cleanly. We got the 7 on the outside who's going to go by us. Expected that. Got 9 to go. Coming to the line this time.
Car high.
Trying to see if we can get to the 11. Looks like the 11's got some speed now, pulling away from us. So
17.35.
could be one of those that the slicker the track gets, the faster he gets as well. Just running the bottom where I'm comfortable, trying to do the best that I can. Feel really bad that I'm battling for dead last in the race, but only can do so much.
Outside is clear.
You can see the 7 was able to clear us in front, almost could have been 3 wide. Thankfully I was a little bit slow at the corner, so we weren't involved in 3 wide.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
And drove it in a little too deep, a little too inside. Straighten it out. 7 comes down. There's our incident points. Unfortunately, we get a 2x out of it. Not much I can do, unfortunately. Got the leaders right behind us. Unfortunately, we're going to likely go down a lap. There's no reason to block them.
Outside.
We're gonna have 5 to go this time by.
Clear outside.
Just frustrating race, guys. Just, you know, run wherever. Feel like the 7 came down off of 4 and drilled us, so we can take a look at that one and 2 and see what happens. Just trying to stay low, stay out of everybody way. It seems like everybody's running the high line, so just gonna stay to the inside for right now.
Was at 17.23.
And there goes the leader, so we are officially going to finish in dead last, and we are going to finish off of the lead lap, which is frustrating. Feel like, again, not my fault, but, you know, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Maybe I just don't understand dirt racing very well and how to drive this stuff, which, I mean, it's obviously clearly the case since I'm slow, but I feel like I understood racecraft and dirt racing a little bit better, but I guess I don't, so.
What's your speed?
2 to go, we whack the inside wall, we're just locking it down to keep it off of everybody, so they can all go by us cleanly. There's no reason to affect it, even though the 1 is pretty far away from the 4. I've kind of also gotten very frustrated. Just have the worst luck in these series, unfortunately. I mean, it seems to happen a lot, but come to the street stock one, whether it's paved or dirt, and just seem to run into these problems all the time. There's no reason that I should have had a 2x when I didn't do anything to
What's your speed limit in the pits?
cause the person to spin out, but, you know,
We're done.
not much you can do, so. Just gonna pull around, park it in the pits, and we'll go take a look at the wrecks and see what happens. Just, I don't know, it's absolutely frustrating to me. You know, just people driving over top of their heads, I think. So let's take a look at the first one and see what happened here. Let's see, we're trying to run the low line, trying to stay off of the 10. 6 is making contact with everybody, it looks like. Make a little bit of contact there. I mean, I guess that's on me for coming up into him, but at the same time, I don't know where I'm supposed to go in the corner when he's gonna kind of come down the track. I don't know. Let's take a look at it from his side and see what we could have done differently there. I mean, he's definitely coming out of the corner, but I expected him to be coming a lot higher, so won't blame that one on the 6. I guess I'm just supposed to stay even lower and try to stay inside of him. So that one's completely on me. We'll shift back to the last one, see what happens here with the 7. Hopefully this one's not my fault, but I guess it's very possible after I thought the first one was not my fault, and it clearly was, so. It's kind of working to the inside. You can see we get a little loose. We slide it in, holding it way on the bottom, bump the wall. Again, looks like that one was my fault too. So apparently I just really suck at dirt racing and should not do this again until I can actually figure out how to drive a car. Yeah. That one's on me for sliding up into him again, expecting him to come further off of the corner, and maybe should have tapped the brakes, but I don't know. I guess I just gotta completely avoid people, so completely my fault. They're tough to save once they start spinning out. So let's go take a look at the results, see how bad that was now that we've gotten a thorough mental beatdown of how bad I drive. You can see it was top split 23, 14 strength of field. Yeah, lost 58 in iRating. Actually gained 0.07 in safety rating. So getting close to the 4.0, which should get us up to Class B, but sucks to lose that much. Looks like outside of the person that didn't race, that was the lowest drop, so super frustrating. Looks like the 6 had some contact, 7 had some contact, so I would say probably they also weren't the cleanest. We were about 3/10 off, 2.5 tenths off, so just got to figure out how the hell to drive faster. That's just all it is. I'm just stupid slow, but yeah, So feel free to leave any feedback below, anything if you guys run this regularly, what you guys do differently, how you find speed. Might have to go find one of those driving courses and take that to try to figure this stuff out, because I clearly cannot figure out what am I doing wrong. Like, I know I'm not fast in certain reasons, but I can't figure out what the correct adjustment is to get there. So feel free to leave anything below. Remember to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and until next time, hopefully all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.